Okay, it looks like I'm live. It says 0 views, but I think it said 0 views last week while I was getting comments in the chat, so who knows? Who knows if that's accurate? I guess I'll get, I actually did start up Winamp, I just didn't start up the music. Hi, Fania. Let's, I turned up the volume on the music a little bit because everyone was saying they couldn't hear it last week, so let me know if it's too loud. Reality breaks when you count 0 as a real number. Yeah, see, it still says 0 views, and I'm getting 2 people commenting in the chat. So clearly, I have at least 2 viewers. I don't know what that means. What counts as a view and what doesn't. Anyway, like I said, let me know if the music is too. Whoops, wrong. There we go. Well, it's way too loud for me. Oh, that's right. Actually, I turned this up because I was watching a Cat Black video, and the volume on her video was really low. Let's see. Let me pop out the chat here. Move Winamp over here. All the usual. Oh, let me change top chat to live chat. There we go. I don't want to forget that detail. Saw the Clayface trailer. It's really looking good. Yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic about that. I guess I don't need to be too cautious, but yeah. I love that they're going full on body horror with it. I'm trying to wait for more people to show up before I really get started here. I guess I could just, like, explain what this drawing is. Oh. Horror fans eating good, Jacksepticeye is producing an animated... Oh, animated, huh? Bloodborne movie, and yes, it's going to be R-rated. Interesting. Yeah, for what it's worth, I liked Iron Lung. Especially, you know, for being his first, Markiplier's first ever full-length movie. Oh, now it says I have 5 views. I wonder if it just kind of lags a bit. Okay, well, last week I finished the page of Cybercats that I was working on, and the next one is not ready to be colored yet. Actually, I'm still drawing it. I need to, like, work on it a little more than just the weekend, but, like, I've got, like, let's see. May end up having to repeat all of what I'm saying later, but... So here's how it's looking now. Oh, wait, let me, bring up the... So here's how it... I'm trying to go around my mic. Here's how it looks right now. I know it's a lot of, like, the blue lines make it hard to see, but, like, there's 3 panels and one of them is done being drawn. Still needs to be inked, but yeah, these two panels are just the basic shapes, basically, done in blue pencil. So, I might be able to at least finish the drawing part of this on the weekend. But, yeah. So, that page is done. That page is obviously not ready to be colored yet. So, this was kind of a dumb little side project I was doing, where I just wanted to draw the creature from Del Toro's Frankenstein. Just kind of a base so that I could play around with putting modern clothes on him. It's like, let me see if I have an example of the kind of thing. Like, I have this kind of thing for Cyber Cats where I have like a base for each of the characters that I put clothes on. Everything is on DeviantArt basically, because as I've said before, I lost some of my old Cyber Cat artwork, but I did upload some of it to DeviantArt. Okay, there we go. Essentially, I was trying to do this kind of thing, but with the creature. So, and like it doesn't really need shading, and it doesn't need all the details it has, but whatever. I just felt like going all out with it, I guess. Directive 8020, just a few weeks away. I don't know what that is. Oh, Dark Pictures anthology game. Okay. Like those paper dolls that you can dress in paper clothes. Yeah, something like that. But like in Photoshop or whatever. Same concept though, yeah. So yeah, I've got my the portrait I did of him like a couple months ago. I've got that as kind of a guide because I'm probably going to use all the same colors. I use the same base colors for the skin, so I guess I'll just get started on this. I think I'll this music is really loud for me. I'll turn this down even a little bit more. It doesn't need to be that low, actually. Oh god, Photoshop's lagging a little bit. I don't like that, but I don't know what to do about it other than rebooting my computer, which I'm obviously not going to do in the middle of a stream, so... Man of Medan. I think maybe I remember Markiplier playing that. Little Hope, House of Ash, or The Devil in Me. Those are Dark Pictures anthology games. Okay. Man of Medan. That sounds really familiar. Like I said, I think I saw Markiplier play that, but it was forever ago. Okay, so... Yeah, I think I'm just going to start with the hair, because that's the easiest part. Let's get the easiest part out of the way. Oh man, it's really lagging. This might not work out. If I don't get to work on this, it's not the end of the world, I guess. I'll stream Bejeweled or something. Oh man, I just see... It's no big deal if I'm just zooming around and stuff, but if I'm using the pen, the stories are told by the curator who is hinted to be death and has an overarching story between the games. That's interesting. Whoa, that looks... I forgot how weird that looked without the black lines. There we go. Maybe I should, like, move this over to my other monitor so I can kind of look at it while, Well, actually, the coloring seems to be going all right, so, okay. I didn't take into account how much lighter his hair was going to look without the black, without the black lines. That should go without saying, but I should probably bring up an actual, like, see, here's the part where here's the part where I try to use a bunch of screenshots as reference, and they don't help at all because they're all different. That is the wrong folder. Oh, there it is. I was in the art folder, that's why I didn't recognize it. What's a good... Where's one where he's fairly well lit? It's pretty well lit there. Okay, yeah, I mean, his hair's not, like, super dark. I'm gonna move this over to my other monitor in a second, but... Oh, I clicked on the wrong... I forgot I don't have this open in Photoshop. There we go. It's not super high res, but that's fine. Oh, that's okay. Oh, that looks super dark on my other monitor for some reason. Awesome. I wonder if I can open this in Photoshop. I bet it might not let me. There's at least one image in this folder that will not open in Photoshop, and whenever I drag it over to my second monitor, it looks super dark. I don't know what that's all about. See if this image is the same way. No, it's letting me open it. Okay. Yeah, I can move this over here too. There we go. See, I moved that to my second monitor and it doesn't look super dark, so I don't know. There we go. If you play two-player mode on a dark pictures game and one player says no and the other says yes when asked if they want hints, the curator gets pissed. That's funny. Hi, Film Geek. Hi, Film Geek. I stumbled on your name there. I don't know why. Film Geek. It's not hard to say. Did not care for Return to Silent Hill. You were right. Good lord. Yep. Boy, I hate being right all the time. Oh yeah, where is it? I actually got that stupid postcard that they give you when you... Oh, here it is. Yeah, I have this dumb thing. I saw that fucking thing in theaters. The curator. Well, here's some advice for two people who can't cooperate. Who can't. Oh, I didn't even notice the second L. I don't know. When I went to say Film Geek, it didn't come out right. Silent Hill 2 remake was way better. Oh yeah, you mean the recent. Yeah. I was thinking HD collection for a second. I'm actually wondering if I should go with a darker brown on the hair, because... Well, then again, though... I'm trying to see if it looks... Actually, it looks exactly the same on my other monitor. That's interesting. Bloober Team has more of a clue in its head than a French director. Yeah. There's also that fan remaster of Silent Hill 2. I believe I've heard of that one. Okay, well... This entire project is going to be me agonizing over stupid little details that nobody cares about but me. Because that's... Every time I draw this guy, that happens. I don't know why he's such a fucking challenge, but man... Actually, that is working a little better. Just adding more shading. Well, damn it. I think that actually works pretty well. Let me add an even darker shadow to the back parts. That's looking a little better. Okay. See if I gotta be careful about going overboard with this because I don't want his hair to look shiny. His hair shouldn't look that nice. That's why I didn't add any highlights. I'm trying to keep it at least a little bit dull, but adding darker shading kind of had the same effect. Okay, I think I'm gonna color over those highlights. Yeah, I don't think any of the hair that's like maybe like the very outer edge of it could have some highlights, but yeah, I gotta be careful about that. Oh, I got the wrong. What am I doing? There we go. Yeah, I think this works better, I think. I don't know why I selected the lighter color. I didn't mean to do that. My hand's already trying to cramp up. I had to take a break in a sec. I think it's okay for this piece of hair to be more highlighted because it's like in the front. Yeah, I think I made the right decision in making his hair a little darker. Well, damn. Okay. Ow. Banish the marching ants. Let me, I smudged in a direction that caused some of the color to go away. Let me just fix that. Oops. Welp. I'm just making it worse. All right, all right. Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition. By the way, Shudder rescued Tales from the Crypt. They're posting a season at a time starting next week. Oh yeah, I heard something about that. I should probably go back and watch those. I haven't watched Tales from the Crypt in ages. I do love a good horror anthology. I know those same fans want to make enhanced editions of other Team Silent games. That'd be interesting. Any chance of vlog reviews coming back? I would love to bring them back. It's just like when I was making those, I was trying to put videos out weekly, and I'm not really trying to put videos out weekly anymore because I've given up on being a full-time YouTuber. I do still at least want to finish, I want to finish Monsters and Alien Nation, but I don't expect that I would do any more after that. Let me actually zoom out a little bit. Excuse me. Giving up on being a full-time YouTuber. Yep, same. It's really fucking hard, especially like this last decade or so. Like there was a time when it was probably easier to do, but unless you really like buckled down during that time in the earlier days, it's just almost impossible now. You have to like really hit a niche. Niche, whatever. At least finish those and continue with Film Den when you can, yeah. Would love to see you do vlog stuff on Welcome to Derry. Yeah, that would be interesting. It would definitely be easier to do with newer series because they're so short now. A season is like 6 episodes now instead of like 30 or whatever, whatever it used to be. Just so much bull you have to go through. Constant copyright claims from companies and trolls. YouTube selectively enforcing the rules. Yeah. Do. Oh, it's my favorite song from the Apodox soundtrack covers. All right. Time to do the blonde hair. Let me do I've got my my old fan art of him open, and I'm grabbing the colors from the hair. Oops, that's not the one I wanted. There we go. Logan Paul filming a dead body made everything worse. Oh, it really did, didn't it? YouTube was allowing more freedom till that happened. As if we didn't have enough reason to hate those two assholes. They also ruined YouTube. Let me bring back the line work on the reference image there. I love this blonde streak in his hair. It's such a nice touch. God, this song goes so hard. Does that look all right? I feel like maybe that also needs darker shading. People who censored their videos were also getting theirs taken down, but oh, his was still up uncensored. I see what you're saying. Okay, I think I need more of the highlight and more of the darkest shading and less of that middle color. I'm not totally sure if this part of his hair is meant to be blonde or white. I like to believe it's blonde because that just makes sense to me. I mean, he's made up of dead soldiers. I don't think any of the soldiers would have gray hair. Oh, I forgot to. They wouldn't have been old enough. I think this is starting to look overworked now. I do think I had the right idea of maybe adding a little more shading, though, just to the darkest areas. That's a pretty good color. I guess it's good enough. I don't know why I'm not happy with it. Yeah, sometimes messages don't show up. I have no idea why. Special Iron was having that problem a few weeks ago. Some of the messages are not showing up might be because of our old friend AI algorithm. Oh, algorithm. That's possible. I'll do the face next, since I've colored his face before. I've got a little bit of experience with that. Oh god, we're up to Phantasy Star 4 music already. Time to listen to that for the rest of the stream. Not that I don't like it, but it just goes on too long. I need more soundtracks. I'm putting way more detail into this than I need to, but doesn't need that much pink. Let me and this is a part where I start digging up reference images again. Have to get a blood test from Dr. Acula. Good luck with that. We all have our woe. Last year I got dunked on by half a dozen people over a series that's now considered a sensitive topic. I think I can guess. I revisited the first Silent Hill movie. Hi, Silent Evil. I revisited the first Silent Hill movie earlier this week on its 20th anniversary of release in the theaters. Yeah, I think I saw you post about that on Facebook with the director's audio commentary. That must have been interesting. Alright, let me just like... That's a pretty good image. Listening to Christoph Gans talk makes my brain hurt. I know he says a lot of dumb shit. just gonna have pictures everywhere. I don't think this one's a very good reference because it doesn't show a lot of color variation. Yeah, he just kind of looks gray in this one. I can only describe it as that wizard IP. I figured as much. Yeah. Why does Konami keep giving the Silent Hill movies to the same people, right? You'd think they would have learned. Oh, here's another image I could have been looking at for the hair. See, here it looks pretty light, so if I'd been looking at this image, I probably would have shaded it entirely differently. I'm trying to look for an image that's a good example of like a lot of color variation on his face. Probably not that one. Nah, anytime the lighting is dim, his face kind of looks all one color. There's a lot of scenes where the lighting is dim. You'd think it was a horror movie or something. I need to put this image on my phone. I like this one a lot. The gray parts look very blue in this one. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to I'm just gonna have to figure it out. Oh, sorry to hear you got dogpiled on. I don't know like what you said or anything, so I don't know if well, anyway. Confused Konami CEOs, they finally like the games again, but still hate the movies. I don't get it. What are we doing wrong? Actually, I think it was because of Christoph Gans's insistence on making a new movie that Konami agreed to revive the franchise with new games. Interesting. That would be interesting if it went that way. I imagined it was the opposite of that, but... Well, let's not compare H.P. Lovecraft to J.K. Rowling because H.P. Lovecraft is long dead and he's not making any money off of his stuff anymore. And he's not posting on Twitter all the time. I would argue that the IP is kind of a problem because there's a lot of like racism and stuff in Harry Potter. But I don't want to open this can of worms, so I'm not going to say any more about that. Really revived Silent Hill was COVID. Konami was all in on pachinko but couldn't make money off them during the lockdown. I thought the pachinko thing was a phone app. But yeah, if they were physical pachinko machines, that would explain it. Okay. So... I want to add a little more blue to the gray areas. I did just come across something interesting regarding Return to Silent Hill's release in Japan. Okay, Film Geek, thanks for stopping by. I don't know why that song cuts off there, but... Honestly, this image of him might be the one that shows the most color variation in his face. It's probably the best reference for that. That's pretty much all the blue. Looks like there's some blue here. It's on Japanese Amazon Prime next month on May 15th, not even getting a theatrical debut. Oh, so it went straight to video in Japan. You should have done that here, honestly. I don't know why that fucking movie was in theaters. That movie was in theaters, and Del Toro's Frankenstein movie went straight to Netflix. That's not right. See some more pink. It makes sense that oops. What am I doing? Oh, I had the Dina had the wrong tool selected. Take a drink. I'm literally just doing this for fun. Like, I don't even think this isn't even going to go on DeviantArt or anything. I'm putting so much effort into this dumb little, like, reference drawing. Ugh. Did I do it again? I sure did. Okay, maybe don't take a drink every time I select the wrong tool, because you may not survive the stream. Let me... Again, I'm being really picky because I'm zoomed in super tight here. No one's... Like, not even me. Not even I'm going to notice this later on, probably, but... Okay. Do. Excuse me. What the hell? I'll finish the face and neck and then I'll move on to the rest of his body. I kind of... There's no real need to focus on the face so much, but I kind of want to, so... begin shading. Oh, let me see. Oh, that's actually a lot lighter than I thought. You guys aren't seeing what I'm seeing. Huh. Interesting. Oh, had the wrong thing selected there. Layer, new layer. Come on. Jesus Christ, I cannot type today. Shading. Multiply. Seems for the Japanese dub of the movie, they're having the same Japanese voice actors from the Silent Hill 2 remake in the roles. That's neat. To be fair, Silent Hill, Metroid, and Metal Gear were never big in Japan. They have fans, but the majority of the base is outside of Japan. Yeah, I think I've heard that. I think I've heard that about Silent Hill. And I think I heard that that's why they switched to American developers after a point. A little surprised about Metroid. I guess I'm not super surprised about Metal Gear. That feels more American, aimed more at Americans, whatever. Hi, Taijan. Hi, Death's Head. I was going to skip this for a while. I probably won't stick around for long. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by at least. No, Cybercats equals not as interesting. Not sure how I feel about that, but I guess I appreciate that you like Cybercats. Totally didn't forget this was on. The gorilla kills his wife meme. I haven't seen that meme, but that's funny. That thumbnail is legendary. I originally just made it for the last time I did artwork of this guy, and I decided to just keep it around for every instance. Okay, so shading. Okay, I need to select. Ideally, I should really merge the two skin layers before I add the shading. That's what I did before, but I'm kind of, since I'm focusing on the face for now. It's fine. What Konami CEOs didn't seem to get is Silent Hill worked because it was an American horror film from the perspective of Japanese developers. Yeah. Maybe I'm just not in as receptive as the mood. The workings of my mind are an enigma even to me. I know how that is. Gorilla ride wife with wife life good, wife fight back, kill wife, wife gone, think about wife, regret. That is kind of James in a nutshell, isn't it? Okay, let me find a shot of him where he's not angry looking, so I can get a better idea of how to do the shading around his eyes without making him look angry. He kind of always has angry eyebrows. There's another picture. I'm going to move over to the second monitor. Oh, it comes out really dark in the second monitor. Okay, well, I guess I'm opening it in Photoshop. I don't know why some images look super dark on my second monitor and some don't. Considering the shiitake the guy goes through, I'm not surprised he spends most of the movie angry. Yeah. He definitely has a right to be angry. He has earned it. Okay, so I need to pick a side for most of the shading to go on. I guess it'll be this side. Boy, this music really clashes with the subject, doesn't it? Mood music? What's that? Welp. I really am zoomed in, aren't I? Shit. I can't get a brush small enough. Considering all the black I put around his eyes, I don't know that they really need to be shaded any more than they are. Well, actually, you could probably use a little over here. I don't want to use too much line work, because this is a really small drawing. You can probably tell by how thick the lines are. He's very small on the page. Yeah, I could put a little more shading there, actually. I'm pretty happy with how his face is coming along. Yeah. Okay. I'm an hour in and I'm not past the head yet. I did a drawing of this guy's whole body so I could put clothes on him, and I've spent an hour just on his face. That's weirdly on brand for me. Is this a live chat or an oil painting? What? Oh, as in the chat hasn't moved in a while. I see what you mean. I thought that had something to do with it being an art stream. Yeah, not too many people in the chat today. Part of it is because Special Iron's not here. And a few other regulars haven't shown up yet. Some of them don't show up until like halfway through, though, so... Oh, thank you for the hearts. Monsters are tragic beings. They are born too tall, too heavy, too strong. That is their tragedy. Yeah. Fun fact, the original Gojira was made because of a Japanese-Indonesian film project fell through because of lingering bad blood from World War II. Interesting. Fun fact is a poor choice of words. Because I haven't obsessed over his face enough. I'm going to add actually a little more shading here. In fact, a little more shading around the eyes would probably be good. What the fuck is that line supposed to be? Is that supposed to be his Cupid's bow? What's going on there? I don't know why I drew that line that way. Maybe I messed it up when I, during the process of scanning it and putting it in Photoshop. Someone needs to spam it to hearts. Thank you, Death's Head. You hear about the movie Constipation? It never came out. There's the dad joke we're missing because Special Iron isn't here. And also the heart spamming. I'm not even really looking at that image I put up as reference of him looking more happy. I guess it helped a little. Excuse me. I'm looking for more areas on his face where I could use the lighter shading, because I feel like his face is really bony in here, and I feel like there's like some shading I could put there, but none of that. Well, actually, wait. There's one in particular where it kind of shows. Let me switch to the mouse. Actually, it doesn't show as well as I thought it did. Maybe this one? Kinda, like there's a little bit of shading in there because his cheekbone sticks out, and then like around it there's like shading, but that might just be discoloration though. He's looking kind of rough there. He's been in the snow a lot. Okay, maybe I imagined it. I don't think I imagined it, but like, I don't know, none of these images are very helpful. Why does it open it in the background? Sometimes I don't understand that. I don't know, man. Whatever. Stop opening in the background. Why would I want that? If I'm clicking on it, I want it open where I can see it. Fucking Windows. Maybe it's the default app for images that does that. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Fuck it. I could still put a little bit of shading like here. It would probably be fine. I'm thinking like that-ish. Again, for how small he is on the page, there's no real need to put in all this detail. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Oh, I should smudge that too. That looked a little... Oh, you know, I forgot to add more shading to his lips here. Well, lip. Come on. Eh. All right. We need a smaller brush for this. There we go. His mouth looks a little crooked. Oh well, again, I'm zoomed way in. Alright, I guess I'll do the highlight layer too. Like I said, I'm hyper focused on the face for whatever reason, so I'll just go with it. Do. 43% opacity. Interesting. Did I? Oh, yeah, I did it in white and then I just like set it to screen at 100%. Interesting. I already forgot the percentage. I think I said 43 or something like that. Whoops. Now, this movie feels a little more appropriate for the subject matter. Elise's death music. Trailer for the new Scary Movie didn't need to go so hard. I haven't seen it. I'm not really interested. Their whole marketing thing is like, we're gonna offend everybody. Are you offended yet? And I'm like, that just like killed any interest I might have had in it. Not that I had much to begin with. The Clayface trailer. Trayface? The Trayface Clayler. Clayface trailer. Does look good. One of the things Christoph Gans is adamant in that commentary was that the Japanese creators of Silent Hill were definitely influenced by World War II and the bombings, fear of nuclear effects. I mean, there might have been some of that in there. Not like it's what the games are about, though. Did Dina just, well, actually herself? I'm not sure what you're referring to. I may have. Like the air raid siren, it points to their use during World War II in concentrations and barbed wire, too. Yeah. I mean, clearly he was influenced by that. I don't know about the games. First game, anyway. Sounds like Gans is at risk of suffocating on his own gas with how far his head is up his own ass. Wow. If he was talking about Silent Hill F, I could see it, because my theory before the game came out was that the flowers were radiation scars and it took place in the 60s. Makes sense. It feels like I'm drawing nothing at all. Dina probably. So, I swear some directors have the equivalent of Dunning-Kruger syndrome. The more they waffle on about symbolism, the less they actually know. Yeah. Sure seems that way with Gans. Have you seen the recently rediscovered 1910 film version of Frankenstein? I have not. Its depiction of the monster's generation is genuinely scarier than a lot of modern effects. Interesting. Then I saw their Silent Hill analysis channel on YouTube uploading videos on the very same subject about Silent Hill and connections to World War II and the Holocaust. Hi, Smugside. My Saturday tabletop game is canceled today, but will continue next week, but I figured I'd join the stream. Thanks for joining. The new Scary Movie doesn't follow up the pronoun joke with the killer being ironically supportive of the non-binary character. It's just another tired old joke. 30 years out of date. Yeah, I heard about that too. My theory before the game came out for Silent Hill F was that we were playing Someone orphaned by the atomic bombing. She would have been a baby or a little kid at that time. Interesting theory, yeah. It ended up not being about that, but still. On a tangent about Universal Monsters, I saw the first Mummy movie from the 30s. Think I'll go see Lee Cronin's The Mummy this Tuesday. Yeah, that movie seems to be getting like mixed reactions. Some people liked it. I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay. Hi, Sticks. Long time no see. There's a lot you can do with the general concept behind The Mummy, especially since it doesn't have any source material to have to be faithful to. Oh yeah, that makes sense. My initial theory about Lee Cronin's The Mummy was that it was a stealth Lovecraft movie like The Empty Man. I'm not familiar with that. Turned out to not be that. The rights for Lovecraft are a bit of a mess, so it makes sense to avoid it. Yeah, no special iron today. He's got stuff going on. Yeah, no Flash yet. George usually shows up kind of late, so Then again, so does Flash, so they might still show up. Right, so highlights is what I'm doing now. Yeah, I got it all set up. I just didn't actually start doing it yet. So I actually used white for this. Definitely want... Okay, what's going on? Dina selected the wrong tool. Take a drink. Someday I'll be able to afford a proper mouse pad. Not mouse pad, tablet. Mouse pad. Someday I'll be able to afford a proper tablet that I can draw on directly. Let me kind of messed up a little bit there. There we go. Oh. I think maybe I could make this a little more. I don't want him to look shiny, but I just want it to show up a little more. Oops, let me get it off the black there. I should have put shading over here. That's a highlight over here. I'll leave it. But I will put some more over here, I guess. I gotta stay away from the black lines. Yeah, let me put some more highlight on his brow. Wait a minute. No, it should only go to about there, I think. All right. I don't know that he needs any highlights on his neck. Nah, I wouldn't think so. Maybe on the collarbones once I get that far, but I'm not there yet, so. All right. Speaking of stealth Lovecraft, Bloodborne, you go in expecting vampires and werewolves, and you do get that, but you also get aliens and gods. Oh, that's interesting. Is there a drinking game? I'm the only one that makes a joke about it, but anytime I select the wrong tool in Photoshop, I say, Dina selected the wrong tool, take a break. Take a drink, I mean. But... oh, you know, I guess he could use some highlights on, whatever you call those muscles. Those could use a little highlight, maybe. I did see the Michael movie with my brother, sister-in-law, her mother, and my niece. We all loved it. That's cool. Kind of at a loss regarding upcoming movies. Iron Smug. I like that. If Sonic 4 don't eventually have Metal Sonic speaking with Ben Schwartz's auto-tuned voice, they'll be missing a trick. Yeah, that would be fun. I hope they do something like that. Going back and forth on seeing the new Masters of the Universe movie, more leaning towards seeing it. Same kinda. I was gonna avoid it because of Jared Leto, but I don't know. I may change my mind. I'll see what kind of like reviews it gets. Because it does look really good, that doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be a good movie. Just because the characters look recognizable. I may change my mind though, I don't know. Still need to finish Sonic 2 and watch 3, so I'll do that before 4 comes out. I recently rewatched Sonic 3. Actually, I think I did last weekend. Pretty good. I still like it. I think I still like Sonic 2 a little bit more because I'm more of a Knuckles fan, but... spooky music. Yeah, this is boss music. Yeah, it's not the final boss though. Final boss music always comes up at the very end of the stream. Just funny timing, but that's how it always goes. Excuse me. I'm making a list of Letterboxd rating and reviewing. I saw Fantasy Island. Oh yeah, I forgot they made a movie about that. It was like a horror take on it, right? One of the most confusing movies I've ever seen. Now I'm in the middle of watching Truth or Dare. Oh. I'm trying to think if I've seen that one. I might have. Oh, 100 Blumhouse movies specifically. Okay. Vampire mummies would be cool as heck. Hey, Flash. He showed up right after the Sonic, well, probably during the Sonic discussion. Probably showed up while I was reacting to the comments about it. That reminds me about Anne Rice's experiment with romantic mummy fiction, Ramses the Damned. Just joined and already hearing Sonic. Yeah. Took me a second to realize that probably was when you joined. No, Jared Leto is the worst part of everything. I mean, ghosted vampires exist in Lovecraft stories, but they're very different. Oh, I forgot there's a Halloween game coming out. It does look interesting. I hope there's at least an option for one player. That was the main reason I didn't play the Friday the 13th game, because I'm just not into multiplayer games. Had a pimple on my forearm. That's different. Don't normally get them there. Maybe it's just me, but I can never hear the music. I see. I when I started the stream, I asked everyone if they could hear the music, and nobody reacted at all. So I figured it was probably an okay level. I haven't turned it up since last week, so I don't know. Which famous actress do you think they'd cast as Rogue if the series lasts long enough to introduce her? Oh, Rouge. Sorry. Oh, God. I hope they don't ever have Rouge in the movie, in the Sonic movies. Keep forgetting there's a new Halloween game. Also need solo because I have no friends. Yeah, same. Ben Schwartz is in the DuckTales reboot? Oh, I didn't know that. One of the episodes, his character is in a Daft Punk-inspired outfit and speaks entirely through a keyboard rigged with different sound. Interesting. Sound effects and voice lines. For the table read of that episode, Ben actually had a keyboard with him and used it. Oh, that's cool. I feel like I was going to say something. Oh yeah, you mentioned Ben Schwartz. He's in Renfield, and it's so much fun seeing him in that because he basically, I mean, like he doesn't change his voice a lot to do Sonic anyway, but like he like especially sounds like Sonic in that movie, and hearing Sonic dropping F-bombs left and right is just so funny to me. Do 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 do. I'll just go ahead and add some highlight here. Get off the lines. Okay. I should probably like zoom out. And I've been zoomed out on his face for so long. I should probably zoom out and see how it's looking. Pretty good, I think. He's not like perfectly accurate, but considering I'm drawing in kind of a comic book style, I guess. Parents are going to share glances with each other if Rouge shows up. Like, what is it the kids are watching? Yeah. Rouge isn't that bad, just avoid the fan art. She's got boobs. She's a cartoon bat with boobs. If she got like a serious redesign, but like that kind of defeats the purpose because then she wouldn't be recognizable. So I just hope they don't even go anywhere near Rouge with the movies. She has boobs and she wears thigh-high boots. Like, come on. I get where they're going. They're trying to make her kind of vampire-like, and vampires are sexy, but like, nah. Not in a Sonic game. Frank Welker would make a good Omega. Rouge for the Sonic movies. If I had to get a famous actor, I'd probably get Elizabeth. I don't know who that is. It's basically his Sonic voice in DuckTales 2, and he voices Dewey, the blue triplet, who has a very similar personality to Sonic. Oh, that's fun. Rouge has been nerfed. I'm sorry to say that Rouge is a popular character. I mean, of course she is. She will show up in the movies at some point, and Amy's in the next movie, so it looks like Dina's jumping ship. Nah. Nah, I'll give Amy a shot. Her little appearance at the end of Sonic 3 was actually pretty cool, so maybe she can work. I'll give it a chance. I've been meaning to get into the Sonic comics, especially the ones from IDW. I've never read any Sonic comics. I think Lee has some. I don't know how much of them he's read, but Rouge is probably at her most provocative in the Sonic X anime. She's been toned down in the games, if it's any consolation. She really needs to be entirely redesigned at some point. Oh, hi, Isaiah. It's easier watching the stream without the mall noise in the background. She's had a reduction in size in recent years, is what I'm saying. I see. Her outfit would need to change too, though. Yeah, I figured that was what you meant, Isaiah. Such an odd choice for a game about woodland creatures who are science. Yeah, she really sticks out like a sore thumb among the other characters. If nothing else. DC hero? Oh, Flash, of course. I don't know why that didn't click. Rouge and Shadow tend to go hand in hand too, both becoming gun agents, and also I expect the movies to be similar. We'll see, I guess. The audience for Sonic was getting older, and the creators decided to market to them in the weirdest way possible. Yeah, I could see that. Okay, so apparently Shadow was really staring at her assets in some cutscenes. Wonderful. I don't know why I'm bothering to look at images, because there's so many where, like, yeah, see, I don't see a whole lot of color variation here. I mean, there's a little. I think I'm just probably gonna have to use my imagination on how to color the body. Let's see, his neck looks gray here. I made it pink. Who knows if I did it wrong or not, because... And there's this freaking action figure that's... a little bit helpful, but not really. They seem to have picked colors that are just kind of random. This only goes down to his shoulder, so that's not much of a help. Maybe I see a little bit of pink there. Probably just on the edges of the pieces that are flesh colored. This isn't going to help because the lighting is really, yeah. You can mostly just see his shoulder in that shot. Yeah, see, the lighting makes him look all one color again. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to use my imagination, I guess. Did I look at everything? Oh yeah, there's one more where you can see his whole body. But again, he looks almost all one color. Actually, you can see some of the blue. Actually, this one is maybe a little bit helpful. Alright. Yeah, I'll keep this one open. If it doesn't get all messed up when I put it on my other monitor. Nope, it's fine. Okay, whoops. Sorry. Bumped my mic and now it won't stay up. I need a new mic stand. Sonic Adventure 2 is weird. It has colorful animal characters and locations along with fun music, yet it's also about an old man trying to destroy the entire planet because a government agency shot his granddaughter to death. Also, there's a sexy bat lady. Yeah, I watched Game Grumps play that, so I was able to experience it somewhat. Got ye action figure? I don't know if that's a character or like a, I don't know if that's a character or a company, but I don't know, it's just some model of the creature that somebody put out. I just found an image of someone showing it off. I think I can see some very soft pinks and very, very light blues. Suddenly engineers from Prometheus. Definitely see a lot more pink and blue in the action figure skin tone. That's true. It's kind of randomly placed though, so it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel very helpful. Draw me like one of your French girls. Filmmaker, okay, we need to make sure the audience can see the whole body, only underwear for you. Oh, it was a singer? Okay. Yeah, that comment was completely lost on me. I would never describe Rouge as a sexy fat lady, as she is not a lady. Alright, you know what? That was a good one, Styx. Yeah, Maria is flat out gunned down in the games. That's nuts. Yeah, the movie... what happened in the movie? Like, she died in an explosion or something? It was during the period when they were, damn it, where they were trying to be darker and more dramatic. Ah. What animal's Rouge supposed to be? Clearly a bat. The Austrian singer who did that song, somebody that I used to know with Kimbra. Okay, I don't know if I know that song even. I love that when Shadow runs, he kind of just starts roller skating because he has jets at the bottom of his shoes, technically not touching the ground anymore. I didn't realize that. I thought he was actually roller skating. Thought that was a little odd. Specifically a Honduran white bat? That's interesting. Shadow's only as fast as Sonic because he cheats with rocket shoes, but don't tell him that. She's a lady. The gun soldier shot the chaos energy pipe and it exploded. Ah. They casted a Latina actress for Rouge. I wouldn't mind. She voiced the Blue Beetle in the Blue Beetle movie. I never saw that. Shadow loves Latinas. The movie referenced that meme as well. That's true. Might have changed in later games, but in Battle Adventure 2, Shadow starts running, but once he reaches max speed, the jets ignite and he's more flying / floating. Hey George, we were talking about you earlier. Also playing Fatal Frame for the first time. It can be hella frustrating trying to see where the ghosts are, but I'm loving it so far. It's scratching my J-horror itch. I started playing Fatal Frame 2 years and years ago, and I was living alone at the time, and I had to stop playing it because I didn't want to play it while I was alone in the house. It was freaking me out so bad. And then Lee moved in with me, and then I just never got around to getting back to the game for whatever reason. Okay. You know, I think I will take another look at the action figure. I'm kind of. I first like downloaded this image thinking like, oh, that's a great shot of his whole body, and then I started comparing it to actual screenshots and it's actually not that great of a reference, but you know, it would help with figuring out where to add the blue and pink and everything. Even if it's not totally accurate, it would help help it to look a little more interesting. And I don't know why I care about accuracy anyway, because like I said, I'm just doing this drawing for myself for fun. I'm not even going to put it on DeviantArt or anything, but my brain just does that. It gets really picky about stupid shit. Anyway, let me go back to adding. Let me add some blues and pinks. God, it's been like an hour and a half and I've only done his head. I don't know if I'm going to continue working on this next week. I might finish it on my own time, but I don't know yet. Since he was made to be the ultimate life form, I'm not sure the jets are built in. I'm not sure if the jets are built in on Shadow. I'm actually writing a character based on Sonic's character for a homebrew light rules RPG based on an ancient race. Did anyone here get to experience the Darth Vader is Luke's father twist blind, as literally everyone knows about it at this point? I'm old enough that I should have been able to, but like even by the time I saw the movies, it was a spoiler. Everyone had already spoiled it, so. It's one of those things I wish I could somehow go back in time and experience, because I bet that twist blew everyone's mind back in the day. Must have been nuts to have been there, yeah. Spicy food today? Nah. I actually ran out of Cholula ages ago and I haven't bought more yet. I'll be honest, I don't get the Shadow hype. I find him overrated. Yeah. I did think the movie handled him really well, but yeah, I was not particularly looking forward to seeing Shadow in a movie before it came out. Saw The Mummy recently. Aside from leaps in logistical storytelling, I thought it was good, gory fun. Drew comparisons to Exorcist and Evil Dead. Didn't bother me. 7 out of 10. Huh. Well, maybe I'll check it out. I won't be seeing it in the theaters because I'm broke, but maybe I'll, once it's streaming or whatever. Saw it on a rental at a friend's party in 81. Voice is getting tired. I didn't. I mostly knew about it from cultural mitosis. Basically, other movies were parroting it to the point where I just knew about it, yeah. Plus, you played Lego Star Wars. Return of the Jedi was my my first one to see in the theaters. I didn't see any of those original movies in the theaters when they first came out. My parents just didn't take me to the movies back then. I always had to wait till stuff was on HBO. Back when HBO was the only cable channel you had. Probably nobody here's old enough to to remember that. I always call it cultural osmosis. I don't know if mitosis is more like scientifically accurate or whatever, but yeah, cultural osmosis is the term I always use for that. And you just know about it because everyone around you has talked about it, that kind of thing. So I grew up in the 80s. I was fortunate to have the twist not spoiled as a little kid. It's a shame that Silver is too closely associated with one of the worst games in the franchise. Yeah, I don't know much about Silver, but I don't find him particularly interesting. Like, it seemed like for a while there was too many hedgehogs. It's like, let's have a black hedgehog. Now we have a white hedgehog. And it's like, can we do something else? I guess I'm more hung up on the character design than anything else. I don't know that much about his personality or backstory or anything. I know he was in Sonic 2. I don't remember. I mean, not Sonic 2, sorry. Sonic Adventure 2. Along with Shadow. I don't remember him. Like I said, I watched Game Grumps play that game, but I don't remember, I already forgot his name. Silver, I already forgot. I don't remember much about him, honestly. I would assume it's just his shoes, but I don't know anything about him. That just makes more sense to me. Grew up with the prequels at a very young age, but I did get to see the originals in my later childhood years. kind of skipping over the stuff about Lego Star Wars. Yeah, like back then, VCR machines could be... I forgot you could rent VCRs. That's true. I saw the original Ghostbusters in a theater on the anniversary. Me too. I forget which anniversary it was, but it's like a decade ago, maybe? No, I had just moved into 2 apartments ago. Fox and the Hound was the first film I saw in the theaters. It might be for me as well. What do you know about Sonic 06? As that's the one Silver is from. Oh, right. I don't remember anything about him from that, honestly. I forgot that that was where he came from. I want to watch the OG Ghostbusters when it eventually re-releases in theaters. I've been prepping for a West End Games Ghostbusters RPG. Hopefully I can run it for my players. That's cool. I do remember HBO and Showtime is the only big cable channels when I was younger, but HBO is generally what we watched. Or VHS rental, yeah. Yeah, I never rented videotapes either. Or rather, I should say my parents never rented videotapes, so... It's pretty much just HBO for me. Silver is adorkable, huh? Okay. I heard Echo the Dolphin is getting a remaster re-release. That's so awesome. I still have to play it. Yeah, that's really cool. I'm glad the original creator is involved in that, and he's been wanting to do that for a long time. I actually heard it announced at a convention he was at before it was officially announced on the internet, so that was cool. I met him for the second time, and he did not remember me from the first time, which is fine. Just think it's kind of funny. Just like the idea of Silver being a badass in a fight and a clueless cinnamon roll out of combat. That is a fun combination. Ernie Hudson recently did a... Well, there's so much chat now. I'm probably just gonna, like, continue with that until the end of the stream, and then I'll get caught up with the chat, and then I'll just end the stream, I guess. Anyway, Q&A with a special screening of Ghostbusters here. Unfortunately, I missed that because I, too, was broke. Ah, bummer. Need to skip some of the comments. Chat will remember that. You always do. The first film I remember seeing in theaters was Hulk 2003. Oh, wow. Yeah, The Fox and the Hound might be the first movie I saw as a kid. I tend to want to only include the live action movies, but yeah, I think that was the first movie. I remember like being obsessed with Lady and the Tramp when I was a kid. And my mom wanted to take me to see that, but only The Fox and the Hound was playing, and she was like, it's kind of close, I guess. I'm not totally sure, but yeah, I think that might have been the first movie I saw. I think God, was Gremlins the first live-action movie I saw? If so, that's fucked up. That movie traumatized me. Can't remember if Baby Secret of the Lost Legend came out before Gremlins or not. don't know if anybody remembers that movie, but it's a really obscure movie about a dinosaur. William Catt was in it. I know for sure the first horror movie I ever saw was Candyman, 3 years old. I don't know the first horror movie I saw. Same theater showed all 4 Ghostbusters movies, sans remake, last year, including an old 35mm print for part 2. Oh, that's interesting. Got interested in From Dusk Till Dawn way too early. I use many words when few words do trick. I love quoting The Office. Main thing I know about Echo is a particular level that Dina and Special Iron talk about being difficult. Tube of Medusa. Fuck that level. I was in Echo too, actually, but yeah. Video rental stores are apparently making a comeback. Heard a newly opened VHS store in New York City was booming in business. Interesting. I don't even have a VCR anymore, I don't think. You will never finish your art, we won't let you. I know. Here, I'll scroll up so we can just look at the finished part. Oh, let me banish the marching ants too. There we go. He's looking pretty good. Here's the whole thing, if anyone cares. Obviously not going to get around to... I didn't draw his feet because, like I said, this is just kind of a template to put clothes on, and I don't ever plan to, you know, he's always going to be wearing shoes. So, yeah, here's the whole thing, basically. Yeah, once I zoom out, I think his face looks good, I think. I did a pretty good job there. Jaws and American Werewolf in London were my first horror movies. My father showed them to me when I was 2. You can imagine nightmares until I grew to love them, yeah. I'm not sure how Echo cosplay would work, but I'm sure somebody could figure it out. You should know us by now, Dina. We never shut up. Yeah, tell me about it. Not that kind of tramp. Get your head out of the gutter. There actually was a Lady and the Tramp live-action remake. I think it just went straight to Disney+. First movie I remember was Masters of Disguise with Dana Carvey. Oh, man. Sorry about that. My first traumatic movie memory is Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Oh yeah, that scene was fucked up. I think the first movie I saw at cinemas was Beauty and the Beast. That's all my memory allows anyway. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with Fox and the Hound. I feel like that's probably the first movie I ever saw, but I'm not totally sure. Never really liked Temple of Doom. It's always been my least favorite. Like, I prefer Crystal Skull over it. Wow. I think I saw it too young. Yeah, fair enough. Banish the marching ants to the Shadow Realm. You mean Bridge to Terabithia? Oh, 80s TV special. Okay, maybe you're talking about something else. Dude likes it when naked dead hunks wear nothing but shoes. Hey, he's also wearing boxers. Yeah, since I'm updating his look anyway, like I said earlier, this is just, I'm making kind of a template that I can play around with putting modern clothes on him. I had him wear actual boxers instead of the little tighty-whities made of bandages that he wears in the movie. That's really funny because Temple of Doom and Crystal Skull are my favorite Indiana Jones movies. Just admire the exotic. I was thinking the other day of how I've never, like, other than Last Crusade, I've never really, like, sat down and watched any of the Indiana Jones movies in their entirety, except Last Crusade, for some reason. I think my mom was watching it and I watched it with her. I think it was that kind of situation. But yeah, I need to, like, watch all those movies. I've never watched... Like I said, I don't think I've seen any of them all the way through. I've just seen bits and pieces. I know I saw the face melting scene in the first movie when I was way too young, and again, traumatized me. I need to make a video about stuff I saw when I was a kid that traumatized me. I made a list a while back. I never got around to making the video, but hopefully someday. So I will review what? I loved Last Crusade, especially Indy's dad, best sidekick in the franchise. He's so charming. Yeah, I did enjoy that movie. I don't know why I didn't like immediately go back and watch the earlier ones, but I don't know. Oh, live action lady? No, I don't even have Disney Plus. I haven't seen it and wouldn't watch it even if I did. Oh, okay. I thought you might be talking about something else because I think you said TV show or something. He's totally not posing for us. I wanted him to be... I didn't want him to be just standing in like a T pose. I tried to make his pose look a little more interesting. But I was trying to like not overdo it. And then Lee told me earlier that it looks like he's posing like a JoJo character. And I was like, welp. For what it's worth, I modeled the position of his hands off of this image. Why do you always open it in the background? I use this as this image as a reference for the position of his hands. He's always like doing interesting things with his hands in the movie. So I need to make this my phone background. Calvin Klein model creature. Yeah, the undies kind of give that impression, don't they? These yellow bandages, they were white when I first got them. That was terrible. First movie I remember watching at a theater is something my parents shouldn't take me to. It had female frontal nudity and I was 6. Oh, wow. Any chance I will continue Stray? I wanted to, but I thought I was past the worst part of that, or the hardest part of that game, and then it got hard again, so I don't know, man. I might not continue it. I really wanted to, but fuck, it's like really hard at the point where I left off. Favorite movie of all time is Jurassic Park. Same. Well, one of them. Child me loved it. I saw it in theaters once. The quarantine started to wind down. I cried so hard at the Brontosaurus scene. I mean, Brachiosauruses. But yeah, that scene always gets a reaction out of me. Dial of Destiny can be sketched. I forgot about that one. I mean, if I'm going to watch the rest, I might check that one out too, but... It's one thing to see Jurassic Park on a computer and on a TV screen. It's completely unique and unforgettable experience seeing it on the big screen, yeah. Indiana Jones is supposed to be relatively lighthearted and fun, and Temple of Doom very much isn't that. I get that. That's kind of how I felt about the second Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I'm like, why is this so fucking dark all of a sudden? And I like dark stuff, but I just didn't feel like it fit that franchise, at least compared to the first movie. Saw the Young Indy series as a kid, and did see the one where Harrison Ford played an older version of himself. Seeing Jurassic Park as a 9-year-old in cinemas was a revelation. Yeah. I saw it in cinemas when it first came out. I think I was in think it was my first year of college when it came out. Yeah, it's Jacob Elordi. I mostly just know him as the creature. I haven't seen anything else he's been in. I might check out his other stuff. There's an entire behind-the-scenes featurette about how they did the melting face special effect. Apparently the guy got a ton of phone calls asking how he did it. Yeah, I think Corridor Crew did a video on that. And they tried to replicate it too. Okay, Death's Head, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'm trying to wind down here, but... Okay, Smug Side, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we know, Flash, you're a baby. I saw your Blue Sky post of Rexy as your favorite movie when you turned 18. For me, it was Fellowship of the Ring. That's right, I was 18 when Jurassic Park came out. So yeah, I would have been... I may have seen it during the summer between high school and college if I was 18. Saw it with my mom. We were both big fans of that movie. Have you seen the new Jurassic World yet? I have not. I thought it came too soon after the Jurassic World trilogy, and I was just kind of not really interested in another Jurassic movie just yet. No, Fallen Kingdom was the last Jurassic World movie. The last of the Jurassic World trilogy. This one was called... I don't even fucking remember. But yeah, it wasn't Fallen Kingdom. I'm gonna... This song is actually bugging me a little bit. Kind of high-pitched. Okay, so yeah, I'm going over time here. Let me wrap up. Rebirth, thank you. You'd think I'd remember a name like Rebirth. That's such an obvious title. Jurassic Rebirth was a thing. It exists. It's not bad, but it's not great. That's what I expect. The special effects look really good, but that's a given with a Jurassic movie. I don't keep up with it, yeah. Okay, everybody, thanks for joining me. As far as I know, I should be streaming next week. I don't have anything going on. I don't know what I'm going to be streaming. I may finish this on my own time, or I may finish it next weekend. I don't know yet. But, yeah, we'll see. I'll think of something to stream. Oh, sorry. Had they fixed the controversy of no feathers? They're kind of stuck having featherless dinosaurs since, you know, that was how they started. It'd be, you know, it'd break the continuity if suddenly the dinosaurs had feathers, so... It's looking tight, thank you. Thanks for cringing at my pee joke. You're welcome. I almost didn't read it out loud. Okay, anyway, enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. Like I said, I should be back next week. I'll stream something. I don't know what yet. I guess that's it. Bye.